Hi boys and girls, welcome to your next lesson. This lesson is called Add Whole Numbers. Alright, but before we get started, we're going to have a little bit of a kind of a treasure hunt. During this video, I'm going to say a very random word that has nothing to do with math or this lesson. You need to listen carefully and be a little bit of a detective to figure out what word I said that doesn't make any sense to this video. Then I want you to write the word down and bring it to school tomorrow, and for every person who brings it in at the door gets a special treat. So remember, listen closely for a random word that doesn't have anything to do with our math lesson. See if you can find it and be one of the first ones to bring it to class tomorrow. Okay? Alright, let's get started with our lesson. Our lesson is add whole numbers. Here's our essential question. How can you add whole numbers? Easy cheesy peasy. We've done this already. We're just adding bigger numbers, greater numbers. Let's unlock the problem together. Alaska is the largest state in the United States by area. Its land area is 570,374 square miles, and its water surface area is 86,051 square miles. Find the total area of Alaska. First, we need to underline what we are asked to find. We are asked to find the total area of Alaska. Now circle the information that we're going to use. We're going to use 570,374 square miles. That's important. That's the area of the land. We're also going to use 86,051 square miles. That's the water surface area of the state of Alaska. Now, before we continue, I want you to try to solve this on your own. I need you to get a pencil and paper, pause the video, solve this any way that you can, make sure that your answer is reasonable, and then click play, and we're going to go through the process and check your work. Maybe you come up with a different strategy than we are going to teach today. So let's see if you can solve it on your own. Ready? Okay, go. Alright guys, you're back. Did you solve it on your own? Good. Alright, let's go ahead and walk through this problem step by step and see one way that we can solve it. First of all, we need to find the sum, don't we? We need to add 570,374 plus 86,051. It is important to line up the addends by place value when adding two numbers. And here's what that looks like. We put the addends vertically, one on top of the other. We line up the ones, we line up the tens, we line up the hundreds, the thousands, and so forth. And step one, we need to start by adding the ones. Add the ones. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Good. Do we need to regroup? No, because it's just a single digit sum. Now we're going to add the tens. 7 plus 5 equals 12. Do we need to regroup? It is a two-digit sum. Remember, in our previous lesson, we learned that 12 tens is the same as 100 and how many tens? 2 tens, that's right. So we put the 2 in the tens place, we have the 5 in the ones, the 2 in the tens place, and we regroup the 1 to the hundreds. So there's our 12 tens, or our 102 tens. Now we're going to add the hundreds and the thousands. Add the hundreds. Remember, we regrouped that 100, so we have to add the 1 and the 3 and the 0. What do we get? 4. Do we need to regroup? No, that's right, we don't need to regroup. Add the thousands. 0 plus 6 equals 6. Do we need to regroup? No. So in the thousands we have a 6, in the hundreds we have 4. Are we done yet? No, but we're close. Next step, we're going to add the 10,000s. 7 plus 8 equals Ah, 15. Do we need to regroup? Yes, because we have 2 digits in that sum. So it's like saying 7 10,000s plus 8 10,000s equals 15 10,000s. Well, we learned in the other lesson that 15 10,000s is the same as 100,000 and how many 10,000s? That's right, 5 10,000s. So what goes in the 10,000s place? Good, the 5. And we have regrouped the 1 to the 100,000s. That's the same way of saying 15,000s is the same as 100,000 and 5 10,000s. And the last step, we need to add the 100,000s. We have the 1 that we regrouped plus the 5 that's already in the 100,000s. What's 1 plus 5, everybody? Easy. 6. Good job. So the total area of Alaska in square miles is 656,425. You are rocking the addition. Purple. All right, boys and girls, on this next example, we're going to start by estimating, and then we're going to find the sum. Let's read the problem. Juneau has an area of 2,717 square miles. Valdez has an area of 222 square miles. What is their combined area? First, we want to estimate. We're going to use this grid to help us line up the addends by place value. So we put the 2,717, each digit in their own box. We put the 222 underneath. We line up the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and even the thousands. Then we're going to estimate. The first number we estimated to 3,000. We rounded it to the nearest thousand. This one we can't do the nearest thousand, but we could do to the nearest hundred. What's 222 rounded to the nearest hundred? Good. 200. So we're going to line up the hundreds, line up the tens, line up the ones, and we're going to add. What is 3,000 plus 200, everybody? You are awesome. It's 3,200 or 3,200. So the combined area of Juneau and Valdez is about 3,200 square miles. Now we're going to find the sum. We have our estimate. We want to make sure our sum is close to that or we've made an adding mistake. Okay, we're going to line up our addends again. We have 2,717. We're going to put the 222 underneath each one of the same place values. So under the hundreds, we're going to put the 2. Under the tens, we put the 2. And under the ones, we put the 2. Now begin adding the ones. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Do we need to regroup? No, because it's a single digit sum. Tens. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Do we need to regroup? No, because it's a single digit sum again. What about 7 plus 2? 9. Again, do we need to regroup? Nope. And then 2 plus 0 equals 2. So the combined area of Juneau and Valdez is 2,939 square miles. Great job, everybody. All right, that's our lesson for today. Did you hear the random word that didn't make any sense? I don't know, we'll see. If you heard it, write it down and bring it to me at the door tomorrow in class. And go ahead and you can go on and do your blog today. And I will see you in class tomorrow. Bye, guys.